What are you doing? This is not how you put your leash on. Let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Up. Okay, yeah, okay, there you go. Majora, she's excited. I'm excited. Let's chat. So, I'm out here enjoying my walk with the dog, and I had a conversation yesterday with a friend about a topic that I think I should go a little bit deeper into. Essentially, we were talking about how dating is for men in their 30s. For you younger people out there, 30 probably sounds very scary. I'm 32 as of recently, and 5 years ago I thought the same thing. If you just take a gander at, say, Tinder over the years, if you've had it for that long, you'll notice the variety of your options changes over time. You're not going to get very many 40-year-old women who are willing to date a 20-year-old man, 25-year-old man. 30, you're going to get it, but you're going to get less of the younger women. But I think this is just a natural progression of things because, well, as you grow older, your perception of what is a valuable partner changes. You are no longer completely fixated on someone who is just pretty. Now, that does take some sort of level of maturity for the individual. Despite their age, they should have experiences that help guide them in that journey of maturity. That being said, you will meet people who are 30, 35, 40 men who seem to have the brain of a 16-year-old boy. And this is in line with, I guess, how the patriarchy really allows men to not grow. You have to take active attempts at maturing, looking inward, and trying to find more, observe more about yourself, which will in hand help you understand what you want in a partner. But regards to the partner, you're at my age, at 32, over 30, looking for someone who has structure. You're not just concerned about looks. The aesthetic is important. The aesthetic never disappears, especially as a man that exists in a patriarchy. Men's value, as long as they are growing as a person, financially, physically, and they're healthy, they have a story to tell, deep character, you're only increasing over time. Which means, age-wise, you'll find that as you grow older, there's still a pretty good amount of younger women who are interested in dating you, as there are older women who are interested in dating you. The only big caveat between all that is you're going to find less people who are interested in casual encounters. If you're a 30-year-old man, you better expect most of your dates to involve a lot of deeper questions and answers about life. People who are more interested in, say, the idea that you could hook up with that person, but it's going to take someone who wants to experience you as a person and less about you and your body, which is good in my opinion, because personally, I don't like to just be purely objectified. I like someone who has an interest in me for something other than just what I got in my pants. And women feel the same way. So here's the deal. You should not fear 30. Dating at 30 is an opportunity for you to display your virtues, your philosophy, your health, and your aspirations. Most of these things you cannot do when you're 20 years old. That being said, If you've spent the last decade of your life doing nothing, it's going to be hard for you because you have nothing to share. You have nothing to give. A friend of mine last night basically said something along the lines of, women wait to date the winners at the finish line. Generally, they're not going to really be interested in meeting a person who's just getting started, who has potential. Unless that person is of a aesthetic or some sort of, say, family that has a lot of potential. Maybe they have a family of athletes or academics. They see potential in that person because of that, or just aesthetically they find them highly attractive. Most women are not interested in meeting a fixer-upper, a man who has potential. They're interested in meeting the guy who already has his PhD, who's been working for 5 years. They're interested in meeting the guy who's 30 years old with 2 condos. It's just the unfortunate reality of things. Doesn't matter how old you are, you're going to experience this type of individual. And look, they're not all women who are just conceited and just concerned about getting something from you. But if you're trying to find some sort of, not inherent, but some sort of objective value in a partner, if you're looking for objective value in a partner, as a man, is within your financial and physical weight. What bearing you have financially and physically. Now, philosophy is also very important, but I would only caveat philosophy because in my time, in my life dating, in my 20s and in my 30s now, I've come to realize that the average woman, come here, off, out, my dog is eating something. And the average person, it's too simple to really have a strong philosophical ground. They don't think too hard about what they believe in. They just simply exist. They hear things from others and they just believe it. I wouldn't say that the average person is very intelligent. In regards to your philosophy, you may find someone of higher intelligence who cares about such things. But most of the people you go on a date with will be more concerned about what you have and physically how you appear. So work on those things, right? Exercise. Take care of your health. Do some semblance of saving while you're in your early 20s, so when you're 30 years old, you have at least one apartment in your name. You own a car. These are very basic things, to be honest. You don't have to move mountains to make this happen, but you do have to try. And this is the thing. Most people, most men, don't try. And then they cry. They don't try, then they cry about how hard it is to date. So they run off somewhere else in the world, hoping that in Thailand, they'll find more desperate partners. Now, this is also a generalization. I've been to Thailand. I lived there for some time. I was not desperately looking for a partner there. But there is definitely the character that goes somewhere else in the world, hoping that they'll find their boo, because in that part of the world, they're maybe highly fetishized because they're a white man. Or it's a very poor country, so they can leverage their income to convince a woman that they're wealthier than they really are. And sure, these are options. Being a person of character, of quality, and living in a place where you're not just the 1%, but the 0.05%, you can leverage that. But at the end of the day, it requires you putting the work into yourself. So how is it to date in your 30s as a man? It's one of the best decades to date. You already have something to be proud of. You understand what you are, what you want in life, and you understand what kind of partner you need in life. This decade, 30, will be the most rewarding decade for you. But to get there, more than likely, you'll have experienced quite a bit of heartache. You just can't allow yourself to become jaded. You have to remember that every opportunity is a unique opportunity, and never to hold that weight of the previous partner over the next person you come across. Just remember that and work on yourself, and your 30s will be fantastic. Anyway, I'm gonna go do some writing, and I hope you all have a great day. Cheers.